Hello everyone. I have always loved gardening and growing my plants from seed to save money and to just enjoy the process. For the last few years, I have been using these shelves by the windows in my workshop to grow my seeds, along with windowsills in the house. And what I really wanted was a greenhouse. So I decided to make my own. This was my inspiration. I wanted to recycle an old glass display cabinet into a greenhouse that I could use inside and potentially outside in the garden. I found this old display cabinet on Facebook Marketplace. I love the design, but on closer inspection, I could see that it did need quite a bit of work. It also smelled really musty, as each shelf and the backing were covered in this pink fabric. The fabric came away really easily, and thankfully, the smell dissipated straight away. I brought the cabinet outside to work on the structure. I taped up all the glass panels so it would be ready for painting, and I pulled off the backing and the rest of that smelly pink fabric that was on the back. Whilst I was working on it, I made the decision to cut off the legs. The original legs were very spindly and one was cracked. So unfortunately, I just made a decision that they had to go and I cut them off so I could create a really stable base. I made the base really simply using some supporting blocks on each corner, and then I just used a piece of treated wood to make an attached plinth at the bottom. The next job I did was I gave everything a light sand and I started painting, first with the shelves and then the main cabinet. I used Johnston's exterior wood paint as I am intending to put the greenhouse outside in a sheltered spot in the summer if I can. The colour I chose was the Johnstone's Aqualeaf, which is this really lovely sort of duck egg blue colour. It was so cold working outside, so at this point I decided to bring the greenhouse inside to paint. It took several coats to cover the dark wood stain. I mean, it's definitely a darkish wood on the actual structure, but it just seemed to take so many coats to get a decent colour. And also I just wanted to make sure that if it was outside, then I would want to make it as weatherproof as possible. Once I finished the painting and it had all dried, taking off the masking tape was really satisfying. For the backing piece, I decided to cut a hole in it and fix a cable grommet to allow for any electrical cables. I'm not going to be using these outside. This is so that when I've got the greenhouse inside, I'm able to apply some heat and light to help my seedlings. So once I had cut out the grommet hole and fitted it, which was very simple, I fixed the back on again with my nail gun. I lined the shelves with some waterproof adhesive contact paper. I found this gorgeous blue and white Delft style paper. So I lined each shelf to finish it off. I think this will be good for any sort of water spills or anything like that, and it just makes it look really pretty. Also, the shelves were not great. The wood was not in brilliant condition, so it was quite good just to get everything covered in the paper. I have shared a link down below in the description box. I just love the way that it looks. Whilst I was researching my greenhouse, I wanted to find a way of helping my seeds along inside. So I decided I wanted to use a seedling heat mat to help with germination, and I wanted to install some grow lights. So I thought by using the greenhouse inside with those things, I could start my seeds earlier and I didn't need to worry about them not getting enough warmth and light. I bought a seedling set with everything I needed from Amazon. So if you are interested, I have shared a link below. Here's the finished cabinet. It's had plenty of coats of paint and I've added my seed trays, seeds and my heat mat. I've only got one heat mat at the moment, but I think I'll probably just sort of swap that around as I'm adding more seeds to the greenhouse. And I think I would probably use the top for potting and I've also used the top shelf for lots of my bits and pieces that I use when I'm potting up my plants. So finally, here's my cabinet with the grow lights on and the heat mat is there inside. I'm really looking forward to starting my seeds off in the greenhouse this year and growing some beautiful plants for the garden. The other thing is that I'm just really pleased that this was a free item on Facebook. It was basically being thrown away and I was able to rescue it and turn it into something which is really beautiful and also really useful. Thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, it would be lovely if you'd subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye.